So we all went to the cinema this week, not together because Amanda lives in America, but and we live in the UK. For anyone that wasn't aware,
in case you couldn't tell
now
by
it's time.
our different accents.
Yeah, now it's time for I'm gonna have to rename it on the fly. Let's all go to the cinema and do a spoiler-free review of the thing that we saw at the cinema. Nailed it.
Very good, Liam.
Excellent.
Thank you. So we all saw La La Land. Who wants to go first?
One of you guys can. I don't know what I'm going to say about it.
I don't.
Let's let our guest go first.
Okay, I just saw La La Land a few days ago. I really enjoyed it. I definitely feel like it has a good mix between a throwback yet a modernization of the classic Hollywood musical, and the acting is excellent.
It really is so good. Jack, would you like to weigh in?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Thanks, Jack.
I thought this film was incredible, and I have listened to the soundtrack non-stop since I saw the film.
Yeah, I can't stop singing the songs.
Yeah, they're really good songs.
What is your favourite song from it?
It might be someone in the crowd.
Okay.
It was City of Stars, but I've fallen in love with Someone in the Crowd.
How about you, Amanda?
I really like the audition song.
That is good. My favourite one is, I don't know if this is the actual title of the song, but What a Waste of a Lovely Night.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one too,
yeah.
Yeah, that's possibly one of my favourite scenes. For anyone who's listening who isn't aware, because somehow you've missed all the hype of La La Land, somehow, it's about an actress who's, well, not an actress, like someone who wants to be an actress, who currently is working as a barista. It's set in LA, and she meets a jazz musician. And to kind of summarise what it's all about without really giving spoilers away, it's kind of about chasing your dreams and compromise. Directed by Damien Chazelle, who also directed Whiplash. So if you saw that, you'll kind of get an idea after this that Damien Chazelle really wants you to like jazz. I think that's really important to him.
Yeah. Do you know the background of him making this movie after Whiplash?
I do not.
No?
This was the movie he wanted to make, La La Land. And he couldn't quite get the funding and stuff. So he was like, well, I'll make Whiplash so that I'm able to make La La Land.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then, Whiplash got nominated for an Oscar, and J.K. Simmons won for Best Supporting Actor in that movie. And then here we are with La La Land, which is a huge factor in the award season mix.
Yeah, definitely. And also, J.K. Simmons is amazing in Whiplash, and I love that he gets a little tiny role in this.
Mm-hmm.
This also, I believe, you'll correct me if I'm wrong, set the record for winning the most Golden Globes recently.
Yes, it beat out One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and another movie from the 70s that I can't remember off the top of my head. But 6 was the previous record, and 7 is now the new record with La La Land.
Which is just
impressive.
kind of impressive, yeah, on its own. It's such a good film. I can't emphasise enough how good it is.
Yeah, I think people should go and see it. Although, because I went and saw it with Dan Palmer, and he said literally, as we were sitting waiting to go into the film, he went, I don't like musicals. So I was like,
That's a good
right.
start.
Yeah, I was like, well, this is a musical, Dan. And he was like, yeah, I know. And then I was like, well, what don't you like about them? Because, maybe it'll be that you like this one. And he was like, I hate when they're cheesy. And we sat down, and the opening song, the opening scene is that sort of, it's not cheesy, but it's, that sort of, it's cheesy.
It's
almost
delightful.
stereotypically.
It's great. I love it. But I did look over and I was like, is Dan going to hate this film? But he came out and said he really enjoyed it. So, maybe everyone should go and see it.
I think they should. The other thing, I think it really, because I've seen it twice now, and it definitely is the sort of film that is very easy to watch again.
Fair.
Yeah, that makes sense. I want to see it again. I've had
You should.
friends here who have seen it multiple times. And, from that opening scene, I just had a smile on my face. I was so excited.
Oh, I was the same. I was like, oh my god, I love this film.
Have we mentioned who's in it, apart from J.K. Simmons?
No, Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling are the leads. And beyond that, everybody else is barely in the film for 5 minutes.
Yeah, they are very much the focus.
yeah, it's their kind of show. I feel like a lot of people are talking about how good Emma Stone is in it, which is rightfully so because she is amazing. But I feel like Ryan Gosling's almost getting a little bit overlooked because of how good she is, and he does bring a lot of kind of dry humour to this film. Like, his comedic timing is amazing. There's bits where I found myself just pretty much being the only person in the theatre laughing. I don't know if that says something about me, though.
Easy to please?
Maybe. I was just having such a good time until like it ripped my heart out and stomped all over it. But apart from that bit, it's all amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I think Ryan Gosling is really, really great in this film, and I think he's getting overshadowed in the award season talk by Casey Affleck and Manchester by the Sea. But I mean, it's hard to compare those two performances. They're so different, and there's just something about Ryan Gosling in La La Land that, yeah, like you said, the character has a right sense of humor, but there's also this sense of charm about him that is just endearing, and like the way that his character is passionate about jazz.
Yeah.
Super passionate.
Yeah. But it makes you like him more because of that passion.
Yeah. Also, it's like so impressive that he learned a lot of the music for this, so it's actually him playing it. It's not like a double or anything being used.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that as well. Wasn't that what the guy in Whiplash did as well? Like, I can't remember the actor's name, but
Miles Teller.
He learned loads of the drum stuff as well.
Yeah. Did you know, fun fact, that La La Land was originally going to star Miles Teller and Emma Watson?
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Yeah. Emma Watson then signed on to do Beauty and the Beast, so dropped out. And apparently Miles Teller had like creative differences or something.
He wanted to be the drummer.
But like, that would have been such a different film that I'm kind of pleased that this is how the chips fell. Because
seeing it with these
two,
the I wouldn't want to see it with other people, I don't think.
Yeah. So what would we give it all out of 5?
I think it's a solid 4.5 from me.
Okay.
I have to think, because I do ratings differently on my podcast.
Sorry.
Oh, Amanda, we do ratings differently here from each other.
Oh, I've heard. I love it. So I think I'm around probably a 4.5 out of 5 on your sort of sliding grading scale.
On one of our scales, depending on which mood anyone's in and whether that scale has changed since the last time a host read it out.
Yeah. And I'm also 4.5, and the only reason why it's lost that 0.5 is because there's like a noticeable kind of stretch towards the end of the second act where there's not a musical number, and it feels like there should be one. I don't want to give anything away, but it feels like there's an opportunity for a musical number there that I really wanted to see but didn't. And you just notice that, like, you get to a point in the film where you're like, oh, it's been a while since we've had any musical songs.
Yeah. I had a slight special effects issue, but again, that would give too much away, which is why it's not a full-on 5 out of 5 for me.
Oh, see, I gave it 4.5 because I didn't want to give it 5 because I thought you might ask me why it was a 5, and I didn't know.
No, but that's fine. If in your gut it's a 5, that's I can't judge you.
No, it's a 4.5.
Well, there we go then. We all agree. What a wonderful coincidence.
Has that ever happened?
What a pleasant surprise. We've agreed occasionally, Amanda. It's just rare.
Yeah.
Really rare.
Really rare. But that's how good La La Land is. That someone from as different walks of life as me and Jack can come together and agree.
Oh yeah, we're so different.
Yeah.